crucial because there was no crane at Portier corner.
This is lovely from him. He ran the outside. Antonelli's given him the space and has not made it hard. But at some point, you have to say the guy is right up the inside here. There is Antonelli. He's got to see that coming.
Kimi, push me up.
It's the Nouvelle chicane, and he chooses to try and get alongside. That was lap 49. We'll tick on to lap 50.
To avoid a collision from Albon, just slammed on the...
Oh, and we've got the same thing again. So the second Mercedes has done it. Will Antonelli feather back the throttle? No, he goes by as well, and so it could be two drive-throughs. Piastri in third. And Lando Norris will be ticking off the corners now. And they are iconic corners as he makes his way to the Nouvelle chicane. He hears the horns in the harbour, heralding his win, chased all the way by Charles Leclerc. But when Max Verstappen pitted, he took the lead on the final lap, a lead that he had earned all the way through. And every driver dreams of this moment, leading the Monaco Grand Prix on the last lap. Lando will join the legendary winners of this race. Lando Norris wins the Monaco Grand Prix. He wins the race by 3.1 seconds. A second podium.
Alright, that was how it went down in Monte Carlo yesterday. Lando Norris wins the Monaco Grand Prix for the first time ever, winning the race by 3.1 seconds yesterday in the city of Monaco. He clinched the win from Charles Leclerc, who finished second after a tactical battle in Monte Carlo. And the third position was secured for Oscar Piastri, who came across the line to secure the podium finish in a very interesting race right there in Monaco. Good afternoon to you and welcome to Sport Today on Honor 103.5 FM Ibadan. Of course, it is Monday afternoon and it's another brand new opportunity to take you through the exciting world of sport. We have so much to talk about this afternoon. Of course, a lot happened over the weekend. The ongoing National Sports Festival is in the news, ladies and gentlemen. Team Delta has taken the lead in the medals table, and they continue to increase the number of medals that the Ames ride in Ogun State. And of course, we take stories from the ongoing French Open Roland Garros, the second Grand Slam of the year right here in Paris. Of course, in the world of football, we also get some stories to talk about this afternoon. And we discuss how it went down on the final day of the season across different leagues in Europe. Even in our own MPF 2024-2025 season is over. And we take a look at the talking points of the final day. Of course, it's going to be very, very interesting on the show this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Akintunde is my name. You know, you can call me the City Boy, but trust me, of course, I'm not alone in the studio. But your Miko is in the studio. He's currently sitting in the opposite direction this afternoon. Miko, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, City Boy. Good afternoon to Coach Campos. It's good to be back here again to talk sports on this brilliant dial on 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bodija, here in the brown room city of Ibadan. Like we used to say, weekend are for actions and Monday like these are for reactions of all the actions that went down during the weekend. From Formula 1 to tennis, we have Carlos Alcaraz playing as we speak now.
Yes,
definitely talk about that on the show.
Yeah, of course,
and just yesterday, at the Monaco Grand Prix, Max Verstappen finishing fourth, Charles Leclerc and the other guys. Lando Norris winning that particular Grand Prix, interesting one. So to say, my name is Ayomiku Adeni once sign again.
Yeah, of course, I also have with me this afternoon Coach Campos joins us in the studio. Coach Campos, good afternoon to you. Glad to have you in the studio.
Good afternoon, everybody. My heart is glad today. I told you. I
can understand why you are happy.
We know.
The men will surely be separated from the
boys.
Yeah, you see, the mentality of some big teams will always speak for them. If you are able to,
you're talking about the final day drama in the English Premier League.
What the Premiership, what really went down at the Premiership, the last day of the Premiership. Everywhere was tense on Saturday. Every venue, at least like 5 or 6 venues were
on Sunday
was really tense. I was watching with my son. I was like, when you do, a son was just like, Daddy, me, we good now. And at the end of the day, glory be to Almighty Father. And the Nigerian Premier League too.
Of course, we saw drama yesterday as well.
Drama. And
relegation battle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the friendly matches. The Super Eagles,
the Unity Cup is in the news as well because the camp is open.
Yeah,
For the players, they are resuming in camp already.
And I'm giving kudos to the NFF for bringing out a formidable friendly match for the Super Falcons because they are not always playing friendly matches.
Yes, now they will be playing against Cameroon.
You say thank you. I'm saying thank you to them for giving those because those ladies need to be cherished.
And they need to prepare enough for the
playing against Cameroon is a grade A friendly match. So I wish them good luck.
Yeah, good luck. We wish the Super Falcons of Nigeria. They will be in action later when they take on the opponent from Cameroon as prepare for the next African Cup of Nations, talking about WAFCON. Let's begin this afternoon from the ongoing Gateway Games at the National Sports Festival in Ogun State, where Team Delta, like I said earlier, have continued to increase their medals at the festival in Abeokuta, and they became the first state to win over 60 gold medals at the ongoing festival. Don't forget, so many people call this state the USA of Nigeria Sports Festival, and they are not, disappointing. They are living to expectation. Of course, the hosting team, Ogun State, is also making a strong move to close up to Bayelsa in second place, and it could get more intense in the final days of the festival. Let me quickly read through the medal table. Delta State, they have 66 gold medals now, 39 silver and 59 bronze medals. That's 164 medals in total. Bayelsa second on the log with 45 gold, 34 silver, 30 bronze and 109 in total. Ogun State, the host state of the festival, have 38 gold medals, 29 silver, beg your pardon, and 34 bronze medal, 96 in total. Rivers fourth on the log with 37 gold medals, 28 bronze silver medals, and 36 bronze medal, which that's 101 in total. Edo fifth on the log with 31 gold, 64 silver, 59 bronze medal. Oyo State, our own state, sixth on the log with 25 gold medals, 26 silver, and 29 bronze medal. What can you say about the performance of the first 5 states? Talking about Delta, Bayelsa, Ogun, Rivers, Edo, Oyo, and even Lagos are 7th on the log. Are these states living to expectation in this national sports festival?
It is expected of the team from the eastern part of Nigeria to always come first,
especially that Edo, because they know how to win big in the national.
Are we talking about Edo or Delta now?
Oh, rather Delta. Delta, beg your pardon.
Delta, Port Harcourt, Bayelsa. You can't take anything away from them because I've been there. I've been able to witness one or two things. They are always okay. Look at what they did last time out. They are having their own festival now. This
Niger Delta Sports Festival.
So they always play. This is where they pay back to their youth. This is where their youth come out to give the state what they deserve. Because at the end of the day, look at them. If you win gold, you take 2.5. You take 30 million. Nobody, because you'll be these athletes have been appreciated. If you get to Port Harcourt, there was a time I traveled to Port Harcourt. My where I was staying is not that far from the stadium. I jogged to the way. When you get there on Saturdays, you see them in action. That place was the first place where I see a king playing All-Star football every Saturday,
involving in sports
in All-Star, a king of a community. He's always coming with a convoy. They will sit down, they will play football. After that, they will marry.
Talk about passion, talk about commitment.
So that's so you can't take anything away from there.
Ayomiko. Just like what Coach was saying, I think is not shocking again seeing Delta for the past 2 editions. Delta have been doing the magic.
They won it last time.
I mean, we call them the USA when it comes to the national sports festival. But then we should also give kudos to Team Ogun, even though they are the host of this event. But they came all out securing several gold medals in this event.
38 gold medals now.
Proving that they can really challenge. But then, if I should say, I think I'm disappointed.
I think they are the best states in the southwest.
Southwest, even the last edition, right? I think I'm disappointed with Team Lagos. I mean, I was expecting.
Team Lagos actually did very well last time.
I was expecting more from Team Lagos.
You know what they did? They went with some youth, some who have not been really matured.
Coach, it's not an excuse.
They are preparing for future.
Let me just clear you now.
When you see
a 13-year-old Ibidapo won 2 silver medals for Team Oyo in swimming competition. So it's not an excuse that they went with young athletes.
A lady No, I think the last youth games they did, a lady from Oyo.
We also saw, even for Team Lagos, we also saw a daughter.
Even sorry to cut it short. Even the leading Team Delta, they have quite
So many young
athletes. So it's not about.
Now let's talk about Team Oyo now.
Right.
Team Oyo, they are 6th on the log with 25 gold medals. They have 26 silver and 29 bronze. That's a total of 80 medals. And just this morning, we got a report that Team Oyo hockey team were too good for their southwest neighbors, beating Lagos State in the men's hockey semi-final match to qualify for the final that will take place tomorrow. Toluwani Odedo connected twice, while 2 additional goals from David Ademola and Kayode Oladiran help Oyo State. Talking about the hockey team defeats Lagos 4-1 to easily qualify for the final that will take place tomorrow. Oyo State will now play against Kaduna State in the final for the chance to win the gold medal. This is an opportunity for them to clinch another goal.
I think for the
Do you
first
think
time
they can win Kaduna State tomorrow?
I think for the first time they were playing in the hockey's final. I mean, going for the gold
Yes,
medal.
they've always won silver, bronze.
And
now is the first time they're
if
going
you
for
check
gold medal.
through their road to the finals,
They've been
I think
flawless.
they have been very, very
Ruthless.
against all opponents. But then I think I'm very scared playing against a certain team from Kaduna State because just like what Coco said, Coach have been to the South. I serve in Kaduna, and I know what hockey means to them. Even when I was a student, I played during the Nipoga game.
Very good.
Even during the Nipoga game, my school played against Kaduna Polytechnic, and I know how ruthless they are when it comes to hockey. So I know it's going to be a very difficult one for.
It's a game that they cherish in that part of the country.
Definitely, but then
every region when you get to like Bayelsa, you see wrestling.
But one thing that we
swimmers. Do you understand me? When you go to the eastern part and the northern part of the country, you see this
taekwondo,
judo. This when you get to this part, we play chess, we play the ayos, we play football.
But I think we should. I think we can actually commend Team Oyo because in this festival we've seen them moving away from their normal strengths,
like weightlifting,
table tennis. Now they are doing where they are excelling in other sports that is not really their traditional games.
I said it last week. See, when you are motivated to do some things, it's not as if we don't. It's not as if we don't have swimmers there. Go and check the names of the swimmers that are swimming. They are swimming for other states like that. And Yoruba names are always there. See, do you know how many Yoruba guys? How many of our tribe here that travel to like northern and eastern part of the country to do this game?
I was even telling me that even from there are a lot of Yorubas representing them.
Most of the winners
are Rivers Angels. You see some of the big names the Yoruba guys played.
Even by Esa Queens.
Right. We have the talent here, but the problem is we don't nurture.
But we are creating the platform now to nurture them.
We only believe
we hope that we continue to do well.
Go to school.
Now let's discuss this story coming from the chairman of the National Sports Commission NLC, Alhaji Shehu Diko. He hinted that at the next sport festival that will take place in Enugu State, there might be a diaspora state that a foreign-based athlete could compete for. He said, and I quote, "Looking ahead, we are considering inviting our top athletes, including those based overseas, for the next festival, maybe to compete as a diaspora state. Ultimately, it's not solely about winning. It's going to be about creating the right environment to highlight our national abilities." What's your take about this?
We are giving the right focus to our sport festival. It's not always been like this.
This is quite commendable. This is a very good development.
See, when you put people who sabi things there. When I had Bukola Olopade is going to be working at the NS, I said,
as the Director General.
Yeah, this is going to be big. Do you know why?
He was the former Commissioner of Sports in Ogun State.
I knew him when he was the Commissioner
in Ogun State.
See, when you see the way he handled Gateway,
it's deeply rooted in grassroots.
You see the way he handled Gateway then. It was one that signed Rashidi Yekini and some top players. He will not talk to you. It's not about you are my brother, you are my nephew. You go to screening.
It's about the talent.
I took like 6 players to screening then. When he sees you, he's always sitting at their screen. They're always doing open camp. So when they play, say that boy is a very good footballer, and you say, Oga, this is your salary.
Straightforward.
You give it or you no agree. We are paying you 1 million. Show Abuba.
Ayomiko, what do you make of that? Development?
To me, I think it's a very good development. This edition also we saw invited junior athletes. Also.
Yes.
I mean that's a good development.
Those were the athlete that was discovered from the national youth games.
And I'm bringing the diaspora athlete also. I think it's going to foster a good relationship between the home base and the foreign athletes, also relate with them, give them more motivation that they also can just make it to the national podium. So I think it's a very welcome development.
Some of our Nigerian guys who are there, who wants to come home to at least to feel the culture and the vibe of African culture. When they hear this, some parents can easily force their children to come to a sports festival.
Then I can tell you for a fact that Enugu State is trying to do everything possible to ensure that they are ready to host the rest of the country.
If you are not ready to host sports festival now, you shouldn't
go.
I'm praying
because now we have a standard now.
Even I'm praying. See, some of these things that will go to Ogun State now. They are taking international football matches.
Yes.
Don't be surprised.
Even Super Falcons we played there.
Don't be surprised if
they played against Cameroon.
Don't be surprised if they are playing the Champions League at Ogun State now because of what they are having on ground now. So when you want every state in Nigeria to have good facilities, take sports festival. I mean, if I happen to be a governor of a state, I'll bid for sports festival. Because compulsorily you must build.
You develop,
of course, and it also boosts the economy.
Definitely,
it will.
Now let's talk about the MPFL because of Coach Campos. If I were to be the one and Ayomiko on the show, because we discussed about MPFL exclusively on Sunday night football yesterday, but because of Coach Campos, I want to have his thoughts. I want to have his take on the performance of the clubs in the MPFL, because the season 2024-2025 season is over, and we saw the final games were played across 10 centers in the country. Lobby Stars won against Bendel Insurance, Academy Warriors against Sunshine Stars 1 goal to nil. Tender Shooting Stars won big 5-1 against Rangers International. Niger Tornadoes defeated Kano Pillars in a thrilling encounter 3-2. Rivers United won at home against Nasarawa United 2-1. Eyimba lost at home to Plateau, was 1-0 in favor of Plateau. Ikorodu also 3-2 against Abia Warriors. Bayelsa United defeated reigning champions Remo Stars 3-0. Kwara United lost at Castina. Castina won that one by 1-0. Atlant FC against Aqua United, both relegated yesterday, but Atlant FC won at the Danayam Stadium in Owerri, but it was not enough for them. Remo Stars 71 points, Rivers United 64 points. They will represent on the continent at the CAF Champions League. Abia Warriors with 60 points will play at the CAF Confederation Cup for the very first time in their history. Relegated teams, Atlant FC, Aqua United, they joined Sunshine Stars and Lobby Stars to complete the 4 teams that were relegated to the NNL. What do you make of the performance of these clubs in the MPFL? What can you say about the MPFL season 2024-2025 season? Which team was actually the best performer in your own opinion?
That question is a funny question, because I would say there's no way you can take Remo. If you want to give the team of the season, you give it to Remo.
Me, I will give it to Ikorodu City.
No, I know. See. Let me tell you one thing. A team. This has opened our eye to tell the government that release some of this team for people who can
privately owned clubs.
See, I'm always saying that until you believe that this is business, this is when we can start gaining. Let me tell you one thing you might not realize. Red Monster will make millions as the season ends now. You'll be hearing most of these guys that will travel to Europe. That's where it makes it.
They still need to retain some of them and still need to bring some qualities, because they will be playing on the continent.
Do you know how many feeders players play in Remo last season?
Beyond limits, boys.
Let me tell you one thing. There will still be having some who can replace some of those. Because you have to sell. There's no way when you do big things you have to sell some of your players. But who are those players stepping into the shoes? I believe Remo will have it, because the way it positions
the
structure. Look at their coach. I've been saying this for the past 4-5 seasons that man Ijabo, a coach that will tell you I'm going to Ibadan to win, and he will come to Ibadan to win.
Very, very confident.
He's been second twice. You know that consistency
when
matters.
You trust the process.
Consistency matters.
With consistency,
and there's nothing like telling the coach, this is what I want you to do. These are the boys I want you to play. These are the ones I don't want you to play. There's no godfatherism when it comes to this guy.
He has that freedom.
He's into his team and into the business of
the
football.
work environment is conducive.
The NFF, the league management should learn
from Remo Stars. Ayamiko, do you also agree with that position that Remo Stars are the best team in the land?
Okay, maybe because they are the champions of the Nigerian Premier Football League, we can say they are the best team because best team always
Won
win
the league.
But then I think I will still give it to Ikorodu City.
Honestly,
I mean they are the newcomer.
debutants, and they finished fourth.
Just 1 point behind Abia Warriors, third on the log. And semi-finals also at the President's FA Cup. What a good one for them. Moving further, we'll be expecting more for them next season. Hopefully, they will get new players, fresh leg, new idea into the team also, so that they can compete with the big boys. From next season now, we call them the big boys because
how much is given,
much is expected. Okay, and for Remo Stars, just like what coach has said, I don't believe people should learn from Remo Stars because I know we all know what is going on. We don't have to learn.
So we don't know all these
things. We know all these things, but we are not just taking.
They're not just doing it.
We're not just doing it.
You know what is right.
We know.
They're just sharing away from what is right.
Football is business.
So are you saying we are sharing away from our?
That is just it. That is the truth.
Definitely.
Are you saying we don't know what is right?
Are we saying the club owners or probably the commissioner of sports doesn't know what to do?
But this thing will not wait. The fact is, coach,
the best of commissioner.
Coach, the fact is, this thing will not end until we move away from government-owned clubs.
Do you know why?
That we start having an influx of privately owned clubs.
Do you know why it may end? If Remo Stars should go all the way and qualify for the semi-final of the Champions League,
that's
winning the Champions League.
That's billion in naira, man.
We don't know what we are doing because
I'm not disputing what you are saying. What I'm saying is this problem will continue until we move away from government-owned, state-owned,
apart from moving, sir. I think until we start playing politics with football, we saw what Rangers did last season.
We start playing politics.
We stopped playing politics. We stopped playing politics in football.
Well,
I mean politics. You can do your politics.
We don't really have enough time.
When you are criticizing politics with your state team,
God bless you.
And the root of the problem is state owning a football club. When we have an influx
appointing someone because supported you during the election.
I mean, now let's talk about the top goal scorers chart in the MPFL. Anas Yusuf, Nasarawa United won the golden boot with 18 goals. Rabiu Ali, legendary man for Kano Pillars, scored 13 goals. They finished second on that chart. Anthony Joma, 12 goals. Abia Warriors. Otto Shola Delani, a player from Ikorodu City, 12 goals. Sunday Imegwo from Abia Warriors, 12 goals. Ahmed Musa, legendary man, Kano Pillars, 10 goals. Ayomide Kola, another player from Ikorodu City, 10 goals also. Isaac Xavier, Rangers International, 9 goals. Wasiu Alalade for Kwara United, 9 goals. What a man, Rabiu Ali, 13 goals.
I want to say something about that man. If I happens to be in Kano and I'm part of the hierarchy,
you build a starship for him.
What I will do is, Rabi, go and learn football management. I will just sponsor him, either football.
But being a better player does not make you a better coach.
No, I'm not saying coach.
Maybe administration, right?
Football administrator.
Okay.
I will just go into the school, come out and start managing football in this country.
I mean, he has all the experience.
That man is a legend, not only for Kano Pillars but for Nigerian professional football.
Honestly,
see, he has been consistent.
He's the oldest player in the league. He has never played anywhere. He was there. He has never played outside Nigeria.
So that man deserved the accolade, the honor.
He has never played outside Kano Pillars.
Yes, he deserves to be honored by the league management.
By the NFF.
If he retired from football,
he deserves.
I wish they name one stadium, something, honestly. Maybe a stadium, or maybe we've gotten Yashiri Yekini High School.
It deserves a proper testimonial game.
Maybe the best player of the season should be named on.
Yes,
I mean,
very quickly.
I want that.
Very quickly. Chelsea, Manchester City, Newcastle, all qualify for the Champions League. Well, how happy are you, Coach Campos?
Obviously,
go and ask my wife.
Your wife is not in the studio.
No, see, do you know why I said that? I was happy to the answer that I spent more than what I should have, because when I got to me, I would just say, hey, what do you feel like hitting? And you know when you say Kilefeje, they were like, oh, after I have spent that money, I said,
Motibroku.
Because I was so happy.
But then that
nobody was really expecting.
Yeah,
Newcastle losing to Everton.
Everton at home. Nobody saw that coming.
Alright.
That was the biggest upset.
God, na blue fan.
Ayomiko, very quickly in the world of NBA, we saw a game this in the early hours of this morning. Indiana Pacers lost to New York Knicks 106 to 100 points. But Pacers are still leading the series to 2-1.
Well, to me, I think it's still all to play for.
Still all to
Maybe
play for, yeah.
a game